went to sleep. So here we go. 10-10 portal. Excuse me. Let's see what portal brought in. Okay. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for watching. I hope this message gives somebody some clarity, some wisdom, some knowledge, some understanding, some revelation. Okay. But we're going to jump right into it, okay? Holy Spirit, ancestors above, below, beneath, and in between. What is the message that you would have me to deliver this good Saturday morning concerning the 10-10 portal? I'm hearing that it's open, and I believe it's open too because, I had so many vivid, different dreams last night. It's like it was just jumping. My dreams was just jumping, and they weren't bad, but they was like, I don't remember all of them. We got the Sky Mirror. But, I do remember they were kind of strange. So, y'all had some dreams last night, this morning. Pay attention, okay? Somebody might have was going through a Sky Mirror, Somebody might have been trying to teleport. Somebody might have been trying to tap into your dream state, your intuition, your gifts or whatever. But I didn't wake up drained. Usually when somebody, try to, it be like I be done fought. When I wake up the next morning, it be like I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm motherfucker tired. But I wasn't tired this morning. But I was aware, But let's see. Sky Mirror. What else, Holy Spirit? I'm going to give this here. Good morning, Lily. 3 shuffles. We got someone soon. So you might be getting a visit from someone soon. And this visit is from someone soon in the spiritual realm. So like I say, you might have, and I did. I had an ancestor visit me last night, 4 days this morning in my dream. So you might get a visit, or you might have had a visit from your ancestor or someone that you know, visited you in your dream. If you don't remember, just sit back and wait. It'll come to you. Whatever the message is, it'll come to you. And if you didn't, then someone might come see you. You might get a visit. We got repopulation. There's a big change coming, okay? There's a big change coming. Some seeds that were planted that you might have thought that, you didn't reap the harvest from. You're going to get that reap. Laughing and crying. Yeah. You might have gifts from the past. That's the ancestors. So they heard you, baby. Whatever your prayers, you're crying, It's okay. It's okay to cry, baby. Don't let no one tell you that showing your emotions is wrong, or expressing yourself is wrong. Because you're a star and you can't be caught. Okay? So a lot of people after there's something that you have that a lot of people are after. That's why that Skyrim mirror came up. Your gifts. A lot of people, you might not think what you have is such a big deal, but it is. And there's a lot of people that are after it. A lot of people want it. They want that star, that brightness, that light, that, you know, the shine that you have. They want it. And by any means necessary, they're trying to get it. But we got gifts from the past at the bottom, which is my ancestor card. And this deck, they can't get it because it wasn't given to them. And the ancestors are giving it to you, or have given it to you. So there's no need to fear. There's no need to worry. Left out with the wolves. There's no need to worry, baby. Okay? See how that kitty, there's a bunch of wolves and eyes. But that kitty just standing back from the side, looking, just watching the wolves. You can't be touched. They can try. And like I said, if you had any, you know, weird dreams or anything, yeah, they're trying, baby. But you're of a different breed. Yo, dream travel. I'm telling you, they can't. They working this 1010 portal. They're working it. They worked it last night. They still working it, baby. They working it. Okay. They working while you're sleeping. They trying to figure out what you know, baby. Death of the deceitful, because they know their time is up. Suppression of a star being by hands unworthy. They working, baby, while you sleep, okay? They know you are a leader. They know you are a star. But you're covered. They're sending negative energy. Excuse me. See them bolts. That's the negative energy they're sending to you while you rest. Okay? They're shooting negative energy at you. So while you sleep, they could be up speaking ill. Okay? Because, you know, Skyrim mirror, that the spell work and all that, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody going and lighting a candle and seancing and whatever it is that, you know, the things they do when they do what they do. Doesn't necessarily mean that. They could be up in the middle of the night just speaking negativity, projecting it towards you. Okay? That's negative energy that they're sending out in the atmosphere. They did some bullshit, this little 1010 portal here, baby. Okay? Your dreams are closer than you think. And they know it. Okay? They know you're about to receive something. 44? They know you're about to receive something. That's why the attacks, that's why they're using this portal here. The attacks are heavy, baby. They're heavy. People are all in their feelings because they know that you about to be the shepherd who wandered and found a different shepherd. Okay, the sheep. The sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. Okay? They know you about to get something. Somebody could have, somebody need to learn to say no. Learn to say no, okay? If you're following something and it doesn't correlate with what your beliefs are, say no. You know, you got to learn how to say no. If your ancestors, your Holy Spirit, your Most High, your entity, and whatever it is that you're dealing with, they're telling you no. Your higher conscious, your intuition says no. It's no. It's okay. It's okay not to follow the crowd, baby. It's okay to go a different way. It might not be the way of the crowd, you know, and they might scandalize you, but it's okay because in the end, you're going to be all right. Did I tell you? We got the Rainbow Bridge. You're going to be all right. Help is on the way, baby. Okay? Take a step into the unknown. See what I wrote on there? Help is on the way. Take a step into the unknown. It's okay to follow your own path. Might not look like everyone else's, but hey, that's yours. They don't know where they're going. They following the crowd their own self. Under a spell. Trust your intuition. See beyond the fog. Okay? Everything that glitters is not gold. Under a spell. How you doing? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I don't even know how to pause this here. Well, I be dang gone. Hold on. How you pause this thing here? It's bad that I don't know, John. Let me see. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Key right there. Yeah, I'm reading. Yeah, they doing spell work, baby. Key right there. The key is right there. The all-knower. The Most High got your back. And trust and believe that they see and know everything. They see somebody did some death spells during this portal. See them skeletons in the ground? But the Most High know them. Last shuffle. A fearful world. I'm telling you, they scared. They want you scared. So they sending all kinds of energy towards you. What I say? Put a distance. So if you're getting irrational thoughts, thoughts that are not yours, and they ain't yours, it's not you. You know what I'm saying? Shake them off. Send them back. Somebody said return the sender. I don't know. If that's the way you do it, return it to the sender. Whatever way you got to get rid of them. It's not of you. Hey. If they go back to the sender, that's where they go. But put a distance between you and those negative thoughts, because that's what they're sending to you. And they're sending that to you in your dreams. So be careful what you're listening to, especially if you're not, if you new, I'm gonna say this here, if you new to the game, be careful what you listen to when you sleep. Because you know how when you was in school, they say, You listen to certain things while you sleep. Like, let's say you got some studies on recording and you listen to it while you sleep, it helps you to learn it. So if you listening to certain things, even if you fall asleep, turn it off. If you're starting to doze, turn it off. Turn it off, okay? Don't listen to it, because that's a projection. People put things, send things to you, unbeknownst of you. And that's not only something for you guys, but also for me, okay? Because there's a lot of times I'll go to sleep listening, but I can't say I have grown. But listening to sometimes readers, and I wake up in the morning and I be like beat tired, and I be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Everything you need too soon is about to be a level up. You ain't gonna even see it coming. Party leader. Okay? They know, like I say, they know who you are. Even if you don't know who you are, or even if you don't accept who you are. You might have an inclination of, you could be, but you're not accepting it. They know, and they don't want you to accept your gifts. Pay attention, because this 1010 portal is bringing in some good stuff for you, baby. Everything you need too soon. You are the voice that can be trusted. You are the one that the people go to. Body. You are, you're the one that people go to. It could have been like this all your life. Your friends, when they need advice, they always come to you. If something go wrong, they come to you. You could be the black sheep of the family. That's why I say the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. You could be the black sheep of the family, but you're the one that everybody runs to, but you're the one that everybody talks about, okay? When it comes time for you need some help, it's, hello, can you hear me? Pay attention to your body. I don't know why, but this card making me feel like somebody could be having a baby. Somebody could be getting pregnant. They might have knew. Like I said, they done tapped into your, with that Skyrim mirror, they done tapped into your records. They done looked into your future, okay? They done looked into somebody's prophecy, okay? They know that there's a baby. And I say this because this looks like a fetus right there. That looks like a fetus to me. But pay attention to your body. You might get aches and pains out of nowhere, uncommon things. Don't stress it, baby, because that too shall pass. That's a keynote for you, is not to stress it. Especially when you're in tune and you know that these things are being done. And when I say if your intuition tingles, like your spider senses, if they tingle, that's a no for you. KNOW. That's a no. Okay? You don't have to have the physical proof. Because see, you'll get caught up and people will be like, oh, do you have any physical proof? I too used to be caught up, okay? That's why I can tell you, because there was no physical proof, but I knew, You know too. And this ain't no bullshit, baby, okay? This ain't no bullshit. No bull, baby. This the truth. Come through, spirit. Could be a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. And whatever, look, gifts to the portal. 1010 portal. Okay. Your hard work has been seen, okay? The work you put in, it's been seen by the universe. This portal here is a good portal for you. Even though they tried to use it in a negative way, what they tried for good, what they tried for bad turned out, is going to turn out to be good for you. So don't worry about it, because you're being given an apple, a fresh whole apple. Then I tell you, repopulation, the seeds you planted is now about to bring forth harvest in this portal. And we had the 7 sisters up last night too. Okay. Gifts to the portal. Yeah, they were doing, they was giving gifts to the portal last night, child. Probably on a tourist, no boo. But they weren't accepted. Somebody woke up this morning and they was like, God damn. They woke up this morning. Somebody woke up this morning with a new attitude. Something that is never truly yours. Even swap, no swindle. Okay? That's fair exchange. Even swap, no swindle, baby. Some people that were paid to do work this portal here to try and get something. Your gifts. That don't belong to them. Because they want to put your light out, baby. See that? Your light in reverse. They want to put your light out, baby. Everything you need too soon. But they can't stop your level up, baby. You got to level up coming. What Sierra say? Oh, no, I got to get one more card for them. What Sierra say? Level up, level up, level up. They couldn't stop your level up, baby. They want to put your light out, but they can't put it out. They can't put out what don't belong to them. Somebody got stuck in that portal. They can't put your light out, baby. Good tidings. Good things. They can't put your light out. Don't belong to them. It wasn't. They got to go through the Most High. Okay? I ain't even say they got to go through the ancestors. I ain't say they got to go through the universe. They got to go through the highest of the highest. Okay? They got to go through them before they can put your light out. And if they ain't getting permission from them, they didn't get permission. They didn't get permission because someone soon came out. They didn't get permission. They wanted permission. Okay? Laughing and crying. But Holy Spirit said, you can't be caught. They can't trap you up. Okay? Even if they come through your dreams. Even if they try to project and be slick and smart. See, they think they're slick and smart, saying speaking negativity while you're sleeping. You know, it don't work. Because why? Because your dreams are closer than you think they are. Why? Because you made the choice to be the sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. See, you don't go by status quo, okay? You stepped into the rainbow. Me want smegul. Because when they thought they was putting you up under a spell, you followed your intuition. You had faith and trust in the all-knower. So now they're scared because they found out that you're the new party leader. Okay. And with that body, there's got to be a transformation. And that ain't no bullshit, baby. Okay? The gifts they gave to the portal are going to return to you, immortal. Okay? That's a fair exchange. Okay? Something that is never truly yours. Because they wanted to put your light out. But it didn't put your light out. It only put theirs out. Because you got good things coming. Okay? Just a recap. But I can guarantee you, that Skyrim mirror didn't tell them that there. When they was tapping and looking into that portal. They didn't tell them all that there. Gotta know what portal you're tapping into, baby. See, you weren't tapped into the love portal, because love grows love. They was tapped into the hate portal. That make-believe portal. It was all a dream. Even the rat went to sleep. Talk about it. Let me pull these up. Get some tarot on here, babies. Okay? Oh, shoot. Give me a minute. It says fear that the light will bring judgment. The truth. They don't want the truth out, but the truth is being revealed. They're telling on them. Their ancestors, someone soon, is telling on them that they was peeping and geeking last night. In between the worlds. Yes, they was. Trying to get that green. That growth. Only got stagnation. An ungrateful daughter. Ungrateful daughter and an earthly mother. Spoiled. Okay? Green with envy. Holy spirits. Ancestors above, below, beneath, and in between. Give us a little bit on this here, please. 10-10. Please and thank you. Three of coins in reverse, baby. Unfinished projects. Okay. Couple messed up collaborations. The crew is in discord. 10-10. 8 of Wands is coming in fast too. Okay. Discordance. Discordant. Chaos. Three of Wands in reverse. Poor planning. Told you. Restriction. Access denied. Somebody went in and tried to act like they was somebody else and got denied. Somebody got stuck. Somebody got their ass whooped. Somebody got turned around at the gate. Page of coins in reverse. Got a lot of, now my cards upright too. See that? Page of coins in reverse. Told you. Child, somebody messed up trying to mess with that part of your shipping, trying to go to sleep. Okay. You should have been trying to get you some rest. That's what you should have been trying to do. Get you some rest, but no, you was up with that bullshit. Okay? That's what you should have been doing. Thought you was trying to get a business opportunity and ain't getting shit. Strength card. Fell sideways. Impatience. Okay? Oh, it had to be done. Had to be done. This was the proper time. This was the correct time. Somebody said they had to set it up. Okay, we'll do this on the 10/10. Oh, they ain't finished, baby. I just want y'all to know, okay? In case you're thinking that it's over. They ain't finished. They ain't finished, baby. Okay? Because they was like, you know, we gotta do this in levels. We gotta do this in steps. So we'll do this here on the 10/10 portal. And then the Hallows Eve. So Hallows Eve, they're gonna try another one. Okay? Hallows Eve. So that's the eve before Halloween. They're gonna try something else. Damn. They're going to try something else the eve of Halloween. And then Halloween, they're going to, that's when the Big Bang kaboom supposed to be going on. Okay? Nine of Wands. I'm telling you, they resilient, baby. They resilient. They don't give up easy now. Because they don't believe. They don't believe until it just, you know, they don't believe until they are just really stopped or until something just drastic happens, you know, not to, because a lot of these people be thinking, and they'll do this here, they're reflected or projected upon, you know, others, even people that are close to them, you know, oh, something happened, and they'll be like, oh, you know, this was somebody did this here, and it you know, they were sending it at me and it hit somebody else. Them be excuses. Okay? Them be excuses. They won't tell you that they did it and that's why it happened. Okay? Because it was their backfire. Page of Swords, child. Okay? They won't tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you. Okay? To watch as well as pray. Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Cups. There's going to be some change in your family issues. I don't know if you're going through some family issues, but there's going to be some change in your family issues, okay? For somebody to let down your guard. Page of Wands in reverse. Stop procrastinating. Emperor. Okay. King of Cups at the bottom. Somebody need to set some boundaries, though. There need to be some boundaries set, okay? The Emperor. Does this Emperor keep calling me? What is this Emperor? Hermit. Yeah, you need to set some boundaries. You need to take a step back. Okay? Whoever's sitting in that emperor position, I wrote government. Okay? But you need to take a step back. You need to look at a situation from a different perspective. Because somewhere there's some abuse of power. So, they could have put some, they could have went to the port on somebody that's on an emperor energy. Government, whoever. But they could have, King of Swords. Yo, so they went into the portal and they asked for empathy. They went into the portal and asked for empathy from an emperor energy. It's a lot of court cases going on. Because that reading I did last night had something to do with court cases. So they got some court cases that they're working on. They worked on a court case. Hangman in reverse. They worked on a court case. Hangman in reverse. They work. I'm hearing they working on a judge. But it ain't gonna work. Knight of Swords, it ain't gonna work. No change, baby. No evolving. It ain't gonna work. Whoever that judge is, that emperor, court case, whatever. 8 of coins. Yeah, they put work in on you, baby. Okay? They want to control an outcome. They don't want you to change. So there's a verdict that's already been put out. And they don't want that verdict changed. And they worked during that portal. Moon card. I told y'all they was up last night. They couldn't sleep. Doing mental manipulation. Insomnia. They could not sleep last night. Do you hear me? They was up last night putting that work in. They was putting it in. That 1010 portal is something else, baby. I'm going to have to look it up and research and find out, the significance of that portal there. Because, baby, Queen of Coins, they was putting in work. Okay? They was putting in work, baby, trying to secure their security. Okay? Trying to secure their security by knocking somebody else's security off. But they ain't getting no sleep last night. They ain't getting no sleep. They was trying to secure their spot, baby. You hear me? And was even bothering with somebody's child. Yes, they was. That one little bunny sitting next to that I was gonna call her Empress. That Queen of Pentacles, yeah, they was even messing with somebody's child. And child doesn't have an age. I want y'all to know that. If it's your child, it's your child. I don't care if you 89 years old and your child is 60. That's your child, okay? Don't get caught up. Ten of Wands in reverse. They was working, baby. Remember I told y'all, sometimes you wake up, you're just tired, like you've been fighting all night. You done got 7, 8, 6 hours worth of sleep, but you wake up and you feel like you still need some rest. That's what they're working on, baby. They're working on your stamina. They don't like your stamina, okay? They don't like it. For somebody, you're quick on your feet. They don't like that. 9 of Cups. They don't like it. The Star. The Star. I have to be careful with these cards, child, because they'll report me real fast. And it's a shame because I ain't even no big name. You know what I'm saying? At least you'll feel me. But I know they watch. But I don't care. You know, I'm just doing the work. Ace of Wands. I heard, have no fear, Captain Save-A-Ho is near. Listen now, take it how resonate, okay? I don't know where that came from, but that's what I heard, okay? Ace of Wands. Nine of Swords in reverse. Whoever yous are, that they went in the portal and did the work on, you're going to get that Ace of Wands and that Nine of Swords in reverse, okay? You're going to get recovery. You're going to wake up one morning and you're going to be like, ooh, you're going to just know the difference, you know, full of energy. You're going to know something has changed. There has been a real shift. You're going to feel the shift. I don't know, for somebody, you're going to get, you're going to get a great awakening. And it's going to come in your sleep. Okay? And I can honestly say, the first, no, that wasn't even the first. I think that was the second awakening that I got. The first one put me on the path. The second one was like, ooh, it was unimaginable. You're going to get a great awakening. The Fool card. Yes, sir. Okay. That, yeah. Ooh, like carefree. New beginnings. King of Cups at the bottom. Yeah. Just know that you are loved. The universe, no matter what they put or they tried to do in that portal, you are loved. The universe, the Most High, the ancestors. Okay? And for some, it's some ancestors that people claim to be theirs that are infatuated with you. So you got people you got ancestors on a whole different spectrum, on a whole different side that are rooting for you. Seven of Cups. Ace of Coins. You got ancestors from sister. Okay, that part. 44, that part. The Sun with the Page of Swords. You got ancestors, angels. I'm hearing demons. Okay? That are, somebody about to be drained. Okay? Holy Spirit, ancestors above, below, beneath, and in between. Talk to us. 10. What you want to say? What you want to say, baby? What you want to say? This about some love here. Something about love. Five of Wands. We got competition for some love, baby. Got competition about love, baby. Empress in reverse. You got a distorted Empress in competition, fighting about some love, some passion, some fire and desire. Ooh, child. I can't make this shit up. Five of Swords, okay? I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by the riverside. That's what I hear. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more. The hangman at the bottom. You got, baby. Five of Wands, the Empress in reverse, and Five of Swords. There is fights, arguments, confrontations, bullshit, okay? About some love. Yo, okay? King of Cups. I'm telling you about who someday they. Got my head itching, child. Got my head itching. That is war. What is it good for? Absolutely. Say it again. Anyway, King of Cups. There's some war. There's some fighting by an offer of love from a King of Cups. They went to the portal. Okay. Yo. Nine of Wands. Okay. They to stop somebody, okay, from making an offer to somebody, okay, from changing, to make somebody not leave. So they did work to make somebody, well, I don't know what kind of work, it was work. It don't matter what kind of work it was work, okay? They did work to stop somebody from leaving, to bind up somebody. That's the work they did. That's the message that they sent out to the portal in the universe. However they did it, they did it. Excuse me, and that's the truth. They spoke it. That's how they did it. They spoke it. Queen of Swords in reverse, they talked about it, okay? They talked about it. They use word, spell, magic. That's what they did, though. And since you want to know, that's how they did it. Holy Spirit said they talked about it. Queen of Swords in reverse, that's a negative. King of Wands in reverse, listen. They went to that portal, okay, to stop something. Got something to do with love. Love and passion. I said fire and desire. To make it a confusion, arguing, bickering. And we got an Empress in reverse. The only person upright is the King of Cups. We got a Queen of Swords in reverse and a King of Wands in reverse. The only thing upright is the King of Cups. That's the love. They went to the portal about to get that good love. Good loving in the morning. Anyway, okay. I don't know nobody in no damn New Hampshire, y'all. Hold on, let me deny this call. No nobody in no New Hampshire. Shit. Yo, I'm just a messenger, okay? I know they say self-made. Lady asked me today about my shirt. Say self-made. She said, "Oh, can I?" And what does your shirt say? I turned around and let her see. She said, "Oh, self-made." I say, "Yeah, not really, but really." I listen. I'm self-made, but I ain't self-made. If you know, you know. Okay. The lover's card in reverse, child. Okay. It's some backwards ass shit. The hangman. Yo, it's funny to me. I know a lot of people might be get Queen of Wands. A lot of people might get mad. You know what I'm saying? Might get mad because they feel like if this is your predicament, but you got to find some humor, baby. You can't get mad about what people do because you have no control over what people do. You can't control people's actions. Shit, you just got to laugh at them. Hell, what the hell you going to get mad for? Laugh at their ass. Shit, that's them. And be grateful and thankful that the Holy Spirit, the universe, the ancestors are opening, giving you clarity and confirmation, or giving you information that you might have didn't know. Now you can laugh at them because you already know this shit ain't gonna work. If it was gonna work, it wouldn't be revealed. It'd have been kept a fucking secret. Hello. Okay. But that's what they was trying to manifest, baby. High priestess. That's what they were trying to manifest. That's what they were trying to project. That's what they were trying to manifest. That's what they were trying to speak out to the universe. That's the secrets. Okay? The Holy Spirit is the universe. They telling you, okay? Letting it be known, letting it be that, hey, what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. And you might not know when it's gonna come to the light. Okay? It's gonna be brought forward. Okay? Two of Pentacles. It's gonna be brought forward, baby. Okay. The power. That's the power of the highest, the universe. That is the power. Okay. Three of Wands at the bottom. And they standing on business. Standing on business, baby. Death card. And they went to the portal. Didn't know who was at the gate. Okay. Didn't know who they called on when they went to the portal at the gate. There were sacrifices made too, baby. Animal sacrifices. I don't know. Somebody went in the woods and did animal sacrifice too. Okay. To the Reaper. Okay. To the Grim Reaper. To El Diablo. Hey, how you doing? For real now. Listen, I can't make this shit up. Six of Pentacles. It was a lie. El Diablo just told it. He just said, y'all came to him and said, hey, okay. Look, seeking for kindness, seeking, you made that Six of Pentacles. You gave an offering. Asking for, him to be generous and kind and give you gain in your requests and your petitions too. Okay. It's a lie he told it. Ada Swartz. Ada Swartz. Don't. Well, I be damn. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know if the thing clicked off or whatever, child. But I'm gonna rewind this back, okay? In case you missed it, dear. And the Six of Pentacles, somebody went to the Grim Reaper, El Diablo, requesting offering. I said somebody made sacrifices. Somebody went in the woods. Somebody sacrificed some animals to the Grim Reaper, El Diablo. Somebody even called on Santa Martha. Okay. Trying to get a game. But this is what they got. The Eight of Swords. Okay. That's what they got. The Eight of Swords. No good news. Hello. Four of Wands. Okay. No good news. You should have just mind your business. That's what you should have did, because you ain't getting no good news. El Diablo ain't gonna work for you. Okay? Santa Martha. Six of Pentacles. Now they took the offering and was grateful for the sacrifice that was made. Okay? Now don't doubt that. They be good. They be grateful and good for everything you come offering. Okay? And after they accept it, then what they go do? I'm just saying. Okay? That's what they go do. Even the offerings, the animals, some cats. After they go do all that, they go sit up under the tree and chill out. And they be at peace. Okay? And be sitting there saying, man, I got something for these motherfuckers. Especially if you done, and I say this, because if you, listen, if you shooting, if you going to these entities, demons, whatever you want to call them, okay? But if you going to them, making offerings and stuff, for them to go against somebody that is just like you, excuse me, then hey, that's y'all got work, because now y'all finna fight. Y'all gotta fight. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all gotta fight, because you going against your compatibility. The same, y'all. It ain't no different strokes for different folks. Y'all the same stroke. So yeah, you gotta fight. But when you going and making these offerings against somebody that don't even, I ain't gonna even say don't deal with El Diablo, Santa Martha, the Grim Reaper, whatever entity, them demons that you calling on. If they ain't going to them, saying, yo, I need, you know what I'm saying? I need for you to, I need for you to, light them up. You know what I'm saying? If you sending them toward them people, this is what they're going to do, baby. They're going to take your sacrifice. They're going to take your offering. Okay? They're going to take it. Then they're going to go sit up under the tree, because they satisfied, because they already know, man, I'm not finna. When you tell them who you want them to go after, and they go and look and see, and they see that aura, or they see that magnetic glow, that field that surrounds that person, they like, man, they on their motherfucking own. Thank y'all, though. Okay? Period. Sucks to be tricked. High Priest. Okay? And the Nine of Wands. Ooh, child. Could have been a high priest. We got a high priest and a high priestess out here. You know what I'm saying? They went to a man. Could have been or could be somebody. Could be a dude. You might be looking for some mercy, but you know what I'm saying. You might be looking for some forgiveness for the ways that you done did, your old ways. You know what I'm saying? You trying to. This might be a wake up for you. You know. That you can't keep doing that, the old way. Now you're looking for forgiveness. You're supposed to be a leader. Six of Wands. You're supposed to be a leader. Page of Pentacles. Okay? That's a self-reflection. Okay? Now you were 9 of Wands and went down to a Page of Pentacles. Okay? You was a high priestess. You're trying to get a victory. Now you done gotta study. Self-reflect. 4 of Swords in reverse. That's a be careful. Because you're going after something that don't belong to you. You're going after something that's lost, baby. You lost the battle. Okay? Retreat. The Chariot. Okay? Retreat. The 4 Swords. The Chariot following the 4 Swords. Be careful what you going out and venturing into. Last shuffle. You have to be careful. You can't be so adamant, so focused on destroying, because you don't know what you're doing. You didn't know what you were doing. Whoever you didn't know what you were doing, okay? You didn't know what you were doing. I know you didn't know what you were doing, because if you did, shit. 10 of Cups in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Now look at you. Now look at you. Now look at you. 10 of Cups in reverse, baby. Listen. Page of Cups in reverse. You've been refused, denied, access, no entry. Okay, access code not accepted. Okay, what they call that? Eye identification unknown. Okay, fingerprints unknown. You can't do that. Okay, that'll get you chopped off. For real, trying to disguise yourself to be a 2 of Wands, a ruler. Trying to fake the funk. 3 of Swords, baby, I'm telling you now. I ain't got no reason to lie to you, baby. No reason. I just get a message, okay? Get a message how I come to you. 2 of Wands. I'm gonna grab this Kipper deck, because these are the decks that I was led to grab. I know this reading might be a little long, but hey, it is what it is. It was long and hard, whatever y'all was out there doing. True child. This 10-10 pour. Money, 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 money. I don't know. This one here might have something to do with some money, child. Money. Some people got to have it. Some people really need it. Do things. Bad things, right? All right, y'all. All right, we move on to Kipper. Kipper. Holy Spirit, what you want to say through Kipper? This money. It's about to be a change in some money. Okay. For a false person. Talk to us, baby. Family room in reverse. I heard Biggie say, kick down the door and wave the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. I'm just saying. That's what I heard now, okay? Community. Oh, baby. Got to be a change and some money, baby. Family room. Marriage in reverse. Yo. Pathway. It's about to be a hustle and bustle. High honor. Somebody finna lose status. 10-10. Going in that 10-10 portal. Trying to make changes for some money. Knowing you ain't right. Yo. Somebody might be going to jail. Okay? Behind some money. Fraudulent. Pathway? Yeah. Somebody house, baby. Somebody. They finna bring the cockroaches out of the house, baby. Finna empty the house. And this is gonna be done by high honor people. You know what I'm saying? They're finna clean house, baby. Somebody tried to stop it. Somebody tried to stop it with that 10-10. Okay? Toil and labor. Somebody tried to put the work in to stop that. They're doing that. Yo, you might should have left that alone. Too late now. You did it now. Unexpected income. Yeah. Somebody put in the work trying to get that money. Gift in reverse, I told you. Should have left that alone, baby. Should have just went with the flow. Okay? Been satisfied, content with what you got and work for more. Mature woman. About to be in despair. Shit about to hit the fan. Not hiring. Somebody that say they're very wise. Excuse me. Hold on. Somebody that say they're very wise. Supposed to be mature. Mature woman, they claim to be mature. Got everything together. They about to be shit. Change. Yo. Some people really need it. Do things, do things, do things, bad things. For the love of money. Okay? People will their own brother. You feel me? Yeah, for the love of money. Somebody went into the portal for the love of money. And now they looking funny, in despair. And if they, past, present, future, you just went in the portal. Now you stuck in the portal. Fucked around and found out that, okay, this ain't what you want. Yo, baby, adjudication. Signed, sealed, delivered. That part. Anything else on the screen? Poverty in reverse. Adjudication. Somebody gonna come out with some money, okay? Somebody gonna come out looking funny. So whoever you went and did the money, funny money on, they coming out. They going adjudication. Poverty in reverse. Okay. Whoever that main female is, don't worry, baby. And she falling right up under the mature woman. Okay. Journey. Yeah, they wanted you to go the main female. Okay. And this is money we talking about. This ain't no love, cause somebody while watching is stuck in love. Love is the last one that we just did, baby. We moved on. Spirit said money with this here, okay? This ain't got nothing. Somebody stuck on by saying mature and main female. This ain't got nothing to do with no love, baby. Except for the love of money. That's it. This ain't got nothing to do with being the main female of a man, or that it ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't get caught up, okay? Keep moving, baby. You. This one here was love, okay? This here money. Imprisonment. Somebody was trying to send a main female, whoever the money belonged to. Somebody was trying to send them to jail. Okay. Hold on, y'all. My bad, y'all. My grandbabies. Yes, they tried to send somebody to jail. Okay. But somebody going. Then somebody ain't. Pathway. Finish this here. This message here, Holy Spirit. Anything else? Child. Y'all see how that felt, don't you? That's privileged lady. And privileged lady is falling crossways of poverty in reverse with a child. Yeah. Whoever it been adjudicated to come up out of poverty. Okay. You stuck. And I don't mean no bad stuff, but yeah, stuck. It ain't really good, but yeah, but it's not bad, baby. so you stuck. You stuck between believing in yourself, believing that you are who you are, which is a privileged lady. Okay? You could be somebody that was an only child. You could have childhood issues. Could have been through some things in your childhood, baby. And you coming up out of poverty, and you stuck with between accepting that you are a privileged lady. Okay? Your pathway is being changed because they went to the portal. So you gotta be glad they went to that portal. Say thank you. I just want to say thank you. Okay. Got a main male out here too, baby. Okay. He's sideways too. And he falling right up under the main female. He's sideways too. He's stuck too. He don't know if he... Somebody just had to bring the love up in here, huh? He don't know if he... He don't know if he worthy. Okay. He don't know if he want to be. One more card, please. Finish this here. He said, let's be mature about this situation here, okay? He fell right on top of the main male. He said, let's be mature about this situation here. Okay? False person at the bottom. It's a message of concern to whoever that false person is that went to that portal. That the shit didn't work. Official person. False person, baby. Somebody tried to say somebody else was a false person, went to the portal, tried to claim them people, tried to say them people, tried to say them people was trying to take their place, trying to act like them, trying to, declaring that somebody was a false person. Oh, child. And then went to the portal. Now, you went to the portal, El Diablo, whoever you went to, okay? Declaring and speaking that person was a false person, and they trying to take your place, and they trying to destiny swap. They trying to do all this here with you, to you, and all that there. And they said you lied. Okay? They said whoever that person is, you're in despair that they really is who you claim. You in despair because you ain't gonna get that sudden will. Okay? Whoever you claim to be the false person is really a great fortune. They went back into that person, whatever entity you went to during that portal, they went back into that person's past. They went and talked to official person, gonna get the gift. They went back to that person's ancestors, DNA, whatever, whoever, boozy, okay? And found out, no, they legit. And found out that you telling a lie, thief and coffin, that you a thief. They was trying to get some unexpected income. Now you ain't concerned, because you about to be in poverty. Working hard for the money. So hard, money. Okay? That's what you did. You wanted a change. Yes, there go your change, babe. I got one more deck after this one here. What's the message? Somebody not getting a new beginning. Blank card. I put that dot there. Because if the dot is upright, that's a clean slate. In reverse, ain't no clean slate. Gotta pay it like you weigh it. Lukewarm to hot. You shouldn't have you shouldn't did what you did in that portal, okay? Because you was lukewarm. Now you in hot. You in trouble. Okay? Love to see you fail. You went there trying to make somebody else feel nice. Now look at you. What is it good for? Absolutely. Say it again. Okay, war. You got the ancestors, the universe at war with you. Because they got to clean up. But you messed up. Starting your life over again. It's clean up time, baby. Clean up woman. It's a woman. Okay. Study. Study to show thyself approved, a worker that needs not be ashamed. Somebody didn't study. And because you did not study, heartache. This is the heartbreak hotel. Because you did not study. You was not divinely guided to do what you was doing. Divinely guided in reverse. You was not divinely guided to do what you did. That was out of ego. Okay, if you were looking for an answer, quick one. Quack fell on top of heartache. Somebody gonna lose their mind. Y'all gonna make them lose their mind. Up in here, okay? Y'all gonna make them act a fool. Up in here. Black magic woman. Yeah, shit. That shit gonna come back and fuck you up. Okay? It's a beautiful morning for somebody. Beautiful day. They ran out of patience. Be patient in reverse. They ran out of patience on your ass. Okay? You are a star. Somebody's a star. Somebody want to be a star. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Water magic fell on top of heartache. Somebody was doing water magic. It becomes a star. And you're a shining star. Somebody doing water magic to be a star. No matter who you are. Do your thing. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. Uptown, somebody might be from the Boogie Bronx, okay? Uptown, baby. Get down, baby. Okay. What is a lesson in reverse? It don't even matter what it is. You ain't gonna learn it. They ain't gonna learn it. Okay? What is the lesson? It don't matter. Ain't nobody trying to learn no lesson. hacked. They only thinking about what they're thinking about. Somebody should have learned the lesson. Because it was a test. Just 10-10 party. This was a test. I'm going to tell you, somebody going to jail. Transport. Somebody going to be trying to make a trip. I hear that song, move, bitch, get out the way. Somebody gonna be trying to get out the way, and they ain't gonna be able to smile. And this has been tea served on the regular. Somebody need to get it together. Somebody about to get it together, okay? One way or another. One way or another. They're gonna find you. They're gonna get you. One way or another. Alright? One more deck, y'all. And we don't wrap it up. Tuck it up, wrap it down, bust it down. Okay? For somebody, just know better days are on the way. Change. Holy Spirit, come through. What is the message? It was just an imagination. Running away. Yeah, somebody's imagination is running away with them. Imagination. It says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Death. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah. What is the lesson? Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. The gratefulness. Remember I said, you know, not grateful for what you got, not content with what you have. So then they take it all away. Relationships. Somebody wasn't paying attention to their relationship. Somebody wasn't grateful for the situationship, relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is. It doesn't have to be intimate. It could be friendship. Okay, it's a ship. Okay. Abundance. It says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Not with envy, you think. But somebody was trying. Envy. Somebody didn't realize that they are the same as everybody, but with a different challenge. Okay? I'd say somebody thought they were special, the specialist of the special. Okay? Guilt. Peace. Yeah, you're guilty for not coming in peace, but coming in war. One more shuffle. Doubt. Patience. It says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Didn't I tell you? Ungratitude, ungrateful will put you out of balance every time. What is your serving? Your service. What are you serving with your service? What did you serve with your service during this quarter? That concludes this message, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thanks for watching. Hope somebody got some wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Until the next time, I'm going to end this here with peace, love, hair grease. Later, Gators.